fellow Gaians, I am the Nerl, and this is Building Gaia. Yes, we've been away for a while, and that's because I've been doing this in the meantime. And yeah, it's pretty big. Whoa, yeah. It's pretty freaking big, and whew, it took a lot of stone. I mean, a lot. But yeah, I think I want to cap that off with something. I can't cap it off per se, but I can make it come out maybe in a little triangle like this. See, on all four corners. Just give it an interesting tip, an interesting peak. But yeah, essentially this is it. Now, as for the detailing of this, I think we might spread out over a few episodes, because I really don't want to leave this just like this. And we also want to take care of the interiors and stuff. But yeah, essentially this covers up the whole thing. It doesn't really reach all the way up there. It doesn't envelop that bit, that spawner, completely up to the top. And if we take a look, let's try purling, yes, up there. That is exactly what I wanted to do. I hear zomboids. Are we cool? We're cool. Yeah, so you can't see it, but it's really a couple of blocks below the top of the spawner, but just because it's so big. Yeah, now, about this little clip is also good for testing purposes, because I'm trying to see if I can record. Whoa, that's freaky. Yeah, if I can record with shaders on. Now I'm using the CUDA or whatever shaders, and we're just barely getting. Oh, we're actually getting quite a few frames per second, but that's not usually the case. Let's just climb down there, because I want you guys to tell me if you think the image is too choppy or too dark, or if you identify any problems that make this not be worth my while, because I love playing with these shaders. I think they look absolutely fantastic, but if you guys think it's not worth it, see, we're getting 40, 30. How the hell am I getting more frames per second now recording than when I'm not recording? Can anybody explain that to me, please? But yeah, I think this looks abso-freaking-lutely gorgeous. I know you can't really see anything, neither can I, and I do think that it adds to the ambience that I'm going for, although there are a few parts that are clearly too dark. The pathway here, we already decided that we needed to figure out some way to light this up, but look at the wall. Look at the freaking wall. I mean, is that not worth it? Is this not worth it? Especially if I get more frames per second when I'm recording. But yeah, I'm gonna cut now, and the next time we meet, probably in a few days, we're gonna end the freaking... oh my god, that is just freaking gorgeous. But yeah, the next time we meet, we'll start working on the detailing of that thing, because I want this to be really ominous and really pretty and freaking wow. And it certainly is big enough to give it an ominous presence. So okay, I will see you in just a little bit. Okay, everybody, I just finished this bit right here, and that actually needs things. Yeah, well, let's take the opportunity and do that. Now, I am struggling here with one thing, which is I want this to be pretty on the outside and the inside. However, I'm feeling more the urge to work on the outside. So Yeah. So it's really that I'm really at that stage where I think, am I just being lazy here, or is this just, or is this really inspiration that's hitting me? But let's do it like this. we'll we'll leave it manageable on the inside. So what I want to do is actually bring that down here. I made some hoppers for that. We could make the kill chamber down here anyway, but that would mean more noise, and I really don't feel like it. So let's just bring these hoppers down. I already connected them all to this one. Excuse me, to this one. So let's do this. In the meantime, while we're doing this, and when we're finished, we'll start working on the outside. I wanted to discuss something. I've been watching some videos of the new Wolfenstein game, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Yeah, that's it. That I was very young when I played Wolfenstein, and I couldn't really get past the first few Nazis anyway. So yeah, I'm a bit curious about this game. I'm not gonna play it, and I don't even think my computer can handle it. But I wanted to watch. I saw Good was playing it. God damn it. I saw Good was playing it, so I decided to watch for a bit, and it's really cool. I think it really captured the essence of Doom. But I really wanted to see more of it, and Good still on the first episodes. Let's grab this. On the first episodes, by the way, I've been tweaking with some sound settings, so that wasn't it. So if you notice something off or sound either too loud or too low, do let me know. But yeah, I wanted to watch more, so I ended up watching, looking for some Let's Plays, and the only good Let's Plays, or the only bearable Let's Plays that didn't involve horrible frame rates or bad image quality or sound quality or whatever, they are surprisingly few. So I ended up watching one by a guy that I'm not gonna say who it was, because I'm gonna talk crap about him, and this is really not something that I usually do or even enjoy doing, but I have to say that it really shocked me. The guy was he had the attention span of a goldfish, so he just ran through all the levels and the potential secrets, and this is incorrect, and the potential secrets and everything. It was horrible, and he laughed maniacally. Is that how you say it? Maniacally? Maniacally? Maniacally, I believe is correct. He laughed maniacally at stuff that I can't understand. I really can't. I mean, this guy has 800,000 subscribers. People watch his videos. I have no intention of watching any other video of his whatsoever, and I struggle to understand what people see. What people see in this sort of approach to. We can actually use full blocks, can't we? Yes. In this sort of approach to video game commenting, I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it's being horrible, and I want to watch the rest because I like the game. I really do. But I don't think I'm gonna watch it just because I can't stand him. It's really, really horrible. I I, this sort of experience is really new to me. I didn't know somebody could get to me this badly. I mean, I'm usually pretty tolerant when people are ignorant of how a game works, or well, there are a number of things that I consider myself to be tolerant about. Um, People might be learning the game. They might just be a little derpy. Although I don't really deal with derpiness all that well, but it doesn't necessarily um, annoy me. Well, it annoys me, but it doesn't make me rage. Uh, However, this guy took me to a whole different level. It was he ruined those parts of the Doom of the new Doom game. He ruined them for me. I mean, it's horrible. I'm going to rewatch them when Good plays them, and hopefully he'll do something interesting. I mean, this guy. It's not just that he didn't know uh, how to play first-person shooter. He seemed not to be aware of common video game rules, like if you want to access the contents of this hopper, you have to right-click it. Uh, and the equivalent of Doom, which is pressing E to make stuff happen, would sometimes elude him, even though he had done it several times over before. It was horrible. I'm sorry for this little rant, but I just had to share this with you. It was, oh, dear Lord, it was, this was an entirely new experience for me. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this off, and we'll start working on the outside of this thing, probably on that side. What do you think? I think that's okay. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, everybody, we're down, and it began. Oh, I still have blocks of iron on me. I forgot to offload. Offload? Unload? Unload, I think. I believe. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, oh, by the way, I don't think I had shown you this. This is what I did. For now, you can see we haven't done anything here. I'd like to have big redstone doors here, although I'm not sure about what it'll do um, with the shape of the room, which is kind of important. So let's not get too overzealous with that. Crud. Okay, give me that. Actually, you can go there too. Okay, so we have an entrance there. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm particularly interested in this in working on this thing because I feel the need to get some more colors into my builds. More colors and more detail, and overall just improving the thing. So I really want to make an effort and try to make this entrance. Then I'll replicate it on the other side and make it as grandiose as I can. Oh, excuse me. Are we out? We are out. So let's get a couple more stairs, and by a couple I mean 20. I hear an iron golem dying. That's a very good sign. Okay, well, actually, let's do it like this up to here, and then put a stair like this, maybe? Yeah. Oh, and mixing some more materials. That's something I'm really keen on doing now, because I usually tend to go with smooth stone and brick. I really have to get some cobble and ideally some wood in the mix. So I hopefully while I do this on camera, you guys will both be able to learn something and be able to give me pointers, which I think is much more likely than me actually teaching you something of value. But if you're not aware of the most basic principles of building pretty stuff in Minecraft, that I think I pretty much have it down. It's adding layers of depth to build. So not being afraid to come out 1, 2, 3 blocks from something in order to really get that depth going. Yeah, we have this shape here, and now what can we do here? Where do we go from here? What do we want this to be? Well, first of all, we have ourselves a little situation here, which is the irregularity of the terrain. So I believe a little trimming is in order here. Now, how can we do the said trimming? Well, I'm so far as far as I've gotten in my research, we can pretty much do just about anything. Afterwards, we're gonna have to break up the build. So usually builds this big just don't have one repeating pattern all the way to the top, or ideally they don't. They need something to break it up, and that will be the golden ratio. So 1.618 is the golden ratio. So if the whole tower is 1.618 of our golden 1, then our 1 will be roughly 2/3 of the way up. So we have to set that, and by that number, by that golden ratio, we'll split the tower and get a new pattern going. However, it's gonna be hard as it is for me to actually find the correct pattern. Whoops. Find an appealing pattern, not the correct pattern, but an appealing one. That's gonna be hard. I don't think that I'm well, I'm not very good at that. I am not well. I don't consider myself to be an awful builder, but it really I'm really lacking in respect to the imagination required to build cool stuff and to actually get that that pro builder style going. But I'm working on it. And I'm having a ton of fun in the process. I've learned a lot of stuff. And yeah, so afterwards we're just gonna do this. So I am going to do this all the way around. I'm probably gonna need more to mine more stone. But yeah, as soon as I have something to show you, I will be right back. Okay, everybody, so I got this trimming done here. So now we have something from which to work with. Yeah, so we can now figure out proportions. Excuse me. And not only proportions, shapes. What I've come to realize, well, yes, let's say I've come to realize, although admittedly it's a very flimsy realization, but what I believe one of the tricks is, to figure out basic shapes around which you want to, or that you want to implement into your decoration. For instance, we could think about lines. Let's think about lines, and I could imagine a few lines here, let's say coming from there all the way to that corner right there, and then the other doorway, or that will probably be a window there, could have a similar pattern coming down to here. I don't know. What the hell is that? It's moving. I hope it's not a some sort of glitch. No, must be the shaders. So what can we think about here? You see what I mean? First, I want to establish a height limit for the door's framework. So that will be. Wow, I made it. So I believe we're gonna climb up there, and let's say that I want whatever decoration we put here. I want it. Oh, it was shadows. Oh, from the leaves, right? Because one of the things that's killing my frame rates here are the leaves, the transparent glass, and all this water. There is a lot of water, and I believe all this transparency is. Wow, this really glitches the skybox out. And I believe all this transparency really is really demanding on the hardware. Okay, so let's say that I want. So that's half a block, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and a half. So let's establish that this is the place where we don't want to go over, or better yet, we want to stay under this place. Okay, so that's a start. See, progress. Okay, but what do we do now? I know that I want cobble, brick, smooth stone, and this probably calls for some sort of pillar-like structures. We don't have that in the core, and I didn't want them in the core. Though the entrance pieces are strictly decorative. I can swear some leaves have despawned from this build, and they were hand-placed leaves, but they did despawn. I swear. Okay, but we could have pillars here. So how are we gonna do pillars? We can get rid of these guys and start from the bottom, or better yet, start from the bottom with, where's my cobble? With cobblestone. And cobble can come from here. Let's make a 3 wide pillar that will come like this. Yeah, okay, like this. Let's actually fill. Oh, no, not with you. Let's fill this up with you. Like this. Yeah, okay. Whoa. So it ends up here, and I think we're really going. We really have to get rid of these buggers and go on like this. And I don't want this pillar to go all the way up the build, just enough to frame the door, to give the door a frame. Let's actually sleep real quick, because mobs are gonna start spawning everywhere, and if I'm trying to understand what kind of design I want, and the creeper blows up my half-done work, then I'm afraid that I won't be able to remember what I was trying to do. But yeah, let's. Okay, so we have this, and we actually, let's go there. This working on slabs thing is really sometimes really annoying. But we can go around these pillars. Okay, so let's go like this. Okay, and then like this. And hopefully we're already giving this thing some shape. I did not like the look of that. This one's better, and we'll see the pillar from there. Actually, let's... Yeah, there you go. Just so we can see. Wow, this is really weird. I wonder, will this connect? No, but it's not half bad. It's not half bad. I think we can live with it. I think we can live with it. Okay. Now, it's just a matter of going on upwards. And let's say that I want this to go... Well, when in doubt, 1.618. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 1.618. Anybody got a thing? Let me check my calculator real quick for my almost dead battery. 9 times 1.618. Ah man, my battery died. Crap. I'll be right back. Well, what do you know? It is 14.5 roughly. So we round it up to 15, and it's right at the level where we said we were. But that really comes to show my mistake. Whoop! Oh, you're the one that was making all that noise. But that actually goes to show the mistake I made, which was to define first how big or how tall or whatever I am going to make something. Just out of the blue, without any sort of explanation for it, yeah, this time it worked out, but it might not have, and it's better if you build a doorway, then figure out, or I'm saying door, but it could be some sort of frame for something, a window perhaps, anything really. And it's better if you figure out the size of stuff as you move along. This could actually be a fire sconce. It could. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Let's just get down here. Okay. Let's get down. Yep. And this should be proportionate. Wow, the sun is really hitting it from the side there. Okay. It's really ugly, I know, but the proportions are there. The proportions are there, so I'm gonna have to replicate this thing on that side and then work on it a bit, and afterwards we'll figure out what we'll do for these sides right here, and I can replicate everything all around so we have a neat little cohesive build. Alright everybody, for our goodbyes, here we are, and we have to welcome these new subscribers, Mr. Satnav Judo, Bloodrunner, Nerijus Aries, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, and Hunter Milam, or Milam, or Milam? I'm not sure. Do leave your thoughts in the comments below. How is your nickname or name pronounced? And until next time guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I have been the Neural, and I hope you have an awesome day.